Hi everyone, it's Michelle here again with birthuhura. Here at birthuhura, I am a full spectrum plant-based holistic doula and an advocate for all things safe, natural, and effective. Here on this channel, we discuss all things birth, pregnancy, and womb health related. So if you guys like the content, you like what you hear on the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Today is just really a part two of the last video, which was about birth trauma. So I want to continue the discussion about birth trauma and talk about how birth trauma affects the child. I recently read a study about how all children, all babies entering the earth, will experience some sort of birth trauma. And so when I read this article, and I read a few other articles after that, because I was like, wait, that doesn't really make sense, because I had children and they came into the world, they were pretty calm and there was not a lot of crying. And I thought I had pretty good birthing experiences. So I didn't really understand it at first, but then when I started to dig into the information, I was like, okay, this does make sense, right? So imagine, you're in this warm, fuzzy, dark, peaceful place where you are next to the person who is you are inside of the person who is creating you. You are a part of their body. You hear their heartbeat. You're comforted by their voice. All of these different things for a total of 40 weeks, could be 42 weeks, or give or take, right? And you're safe, you're warm, you're cared for, you're fed all the time. You have everything you need all the time. And then one day, right, the world just starts collapsing on you, hence contractions, or intense urges that we have to get into the idea of it's time to birth, right? So now the world starts to collapse on this little human being, and the body is crunching down on them, and your blood pressure is going up and going down. You're anxious, you're nervous, your hormones are going all over the place, you're hot, you're cold, all this stuff is happening. And then you have to squeeze through this little small area, right, to come out of the womb. And so that is a little traumatizing, right? So it does make sense that all babies will experience some form of trauma entering the earth. And so I want to talk about this because it's really important to understand why, when a baby is born, and how we should approach the situation. Because I see a lot of times in the medical setting, in the hospital setting, a baby is born and then cut from their placenta, their life source, their life force, and then taken over to somewhere else. It's cold, it's bright. They are, pushed and stretched and, you know, suctioned and all of these different things immediately after birth, right? Which is going to intensify the trauma, because now I'm stripped away from where I was, my safe space, the heartbeat that I was hearing before, and my blood supply. Everything is different all of a sudden. It's so fast, and I'm in midair. So all of this releases cortisol. And other hormones that drop the blood sugar, and the immune system is affected, and all of these things are happening, and the baby is basically clueless to what is going on. So they are afraid, they are uncomfortable, they are cold, it's bright. All of these things are a complete opposite spectrum from where they were all of that time, right? So here's why it's important to guard and protect your baby when they come earthside. Baby should go right into mom's arms, right? Cord should be delayed in the cutting process. Baby should be snuggled and reassured and next to the heart, and caressed and loved and given kisses and talked to. It should be dim. They should have, and of course, if there's some type of emergency, yes, save my baby. Do what needs to be done to make sure the life of my baby is protected and that they can be here with me. But if there is no cause for concern, if there is no emergency, give me my child. Let me comfort them and have them know that, you did just go through something a bit disturbing, but it is okay. And I have you and you're going to be fine. This automatically gives your baby confidence. This is already teaching your baby and already adjusting their brain to know how to um, cope with these kinds of situations later on down in life. And that's important. That's important for us to know that our babies also have done a lot of work, like, to get here. We do a lot of work as women and as birthing women and people to get these um, souls and human beings out into the earth, but they are also working too. They have to get into position and snuggle down and crunch, and they have to do all of these different things. So it is very much a experience for them. I don't want to necessarily call it traumatic because we can quickly reverse those experiences and quickly provide the environment and the safety and the boob and the breast milk and all of those things to calm the baby and bring the baby to understand, oh, I am in the earth realm now. I am here. And this is what it took for me to get here and to be born and to be alive. So on the spiritual level, we have to understand it. On the physical level, we also have to understand that it is important for us to keep them close and for us to snuggle them with love and attention and guidance, and support them, because it wasn't easy for them to get here. And so the longer we prolong the process of trauma, it definitely will, uh, you know, kind of result in a fussy baby, an agitated baby, a baby that is not trusting. So all of those things are important. Even when we get home, the baby does not belong in a crib. The baby belongs with you. The baby belongs with the parents. The baby belongs in someone's arms. The baby belongs provided for and cared for. Um, that's why it's really important to look into baby wearing, because it makes it easier on the family to, move around and get things done, but still have your baby close to you. So it's just a lot of different things that, you have to consider when you're thinking about baby being born, because it's really a big change for them. It's a big transition. Their entire existence has been in your body, and now they are like dangling, and they don't know what's happening. So it's important for you to bring them to center and help them realize that, hey, I'm on the outside now, and I'm safe. So, and I think that's important. So um that's my take on birth trauma in children. And if you guys have a topic or a comment that you want to leave, please be sure to do so. You can reach out to us at birthuhura@gmail.com for like personal questions or things that you may not want to comment about. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next video. I'm Michelle. I'm a full spectrum holistic doula. And yeah, peace and pregnancy deaths.